Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere, the tremendous thrill of victory, and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Squirtle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride, because it's time once again for the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Hello and welcome to the Squirtle Game of the Week. Mark Rogers and Craig Humphreys here at Calsu Stadium in Del City for a good one tonight. The undefeated Coweta Tigers taking on the Del City Eagles with a record of 7-1. It's my pleasure to be back together with you, Hump Man. We've called a lot of high school football games over the years, and I think we got a good one tonight. I wouldn't call you out of retirement unless it was a good one.
Yeah, you brought me for a great one. I mean, the undefeated Coweta Tigers, ranked number 1 in 5A, going up against the Del City Eagles, ranked number 3. Like you said, Eagles 7-1 on the season. Their only loss, a 1-point loss to McAllister in overtime.
And we were here for that game, and it was just an incredible finish with a ton of points scored in the final few minutes. Del City had that game really in control for most of the way, and McAllister came back and made things interesting at the end of the ball game. And some big plays by Eric McCarty. This Coweta team beat that McAllister team 49-0. Now, Eric McCarty only played a little over a quarter in that ball game, but Coweta has never made a state championship game in football. But this looks like a team that they really feel like can bring home the gold ball.
Yeah, they beat Carl Albert by 30 in their season opener, and then, like you said, beat the McAllister team that defeated Del City 49-0. They're piling up the points. In their last, 5 or 6 games, they haven't scored. Well, they scored under 50 one time. That was 49-0 victory over McAllister. But they're winning to the tune of 50-0, 63-0, 55-13, 49-0, 58-6, and 62-6.
Carson Laverty was the quarterback for Coweta this season. He suffered an injury early on in the campaign, a broken collarbone. And Tim Harper, the head coach, moves Kylan Starks, just an incredible athlete, over to that position, and the offense has not missed a beat. So we'll see 2 good quarterbacks tonight, the Kalen Godwin for Del City and the Kylan Starks for Coweta, and people that can make plays all over the field.
And Del City, the Eagles, will receive the kickoff. They'll be moving from our left to right, from north to south, and the game is underway. And Del City's going to field this at their own 3-yard line. Up to about the 20-yard line is where they will start from their own 20.
Robert Jones has done a really, really good job here at Del City. Played high school football at Carl Albert on the same team as Mike Dunn, who was here at Del City before going to Carl Albert. And so a lot of guys that played in the Mid-Del system coming back to take over.
Del City, 1976 state champions. Went to the state semis in 2019. And they will open up with DeKalen Godwin at the quarterback spot, working out of the shotguns, 2 split receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And it's a run around the left side, and Adama gets over the 25, still working, gets up to the 27, maybe 28-yard line.
I was really impressed with Adama earlier this season, Craig, and there's just so many athletes all over the field here on both sides of the ball. A lot of explosiveness for Del City. We got a pretty steady rain coming down here tonight.
Adama averaging 73 rushing yards per game. It'll be a 2nd and 2 for the Eagles from their own 28-yard line. Here's a throw over the middle, has a man wide open across the 40, 45, 50-yard line, and finally knocked out of bounds. That's Jalen Sweet.
Sweet was running underneath, and really wasn't anyone there in the zone coverage. That's a really nice play for Del City to get into Coweta territory.
Gain from their own 28 down to the 48 of Coweta. First down for the Eagles. There's another throw on the right side, and it's going to be ruled, I think, incomplete. Pass is incomplete.
It was a late signal, late whistle. The side judge there came over in to call it incomplete after, I think, really kind of everybody standing around looking at each other for a minute, but I think that's the right call.
So just underway from Calsu Stadium, 11:16 to go in the first quarter. Del City on their first drive of the night. 2nd and 10 from the Coweta 48-yard line. And it's a hand straight up the middle across the 45 down to about the 43. Goes Adama.
And just like his first run of the game, Craig, he picked up a few extra yards after contact just by putting his hand on the ground, keeping his feet moving, put him in a 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 Eagles from the Coweta 43-yard line. Again, out of the gun is Godwin. Now we have a flag down. Going to have a motion penalty, false start on the Eagles. Going to push them back 5. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
Penalties will be costly. You know, looking at this Coweta roster, so many guys that have started the last couple of years, a lot of veterans on this team. They're not very big. They don't look like a team that's going to overpower you, especially up here on the field, but can't really wait to see what they are able to do on offense tonight. This defense has been tough here in the early going.
DeKalen Godwin working out of the shotgun. Senior quarterback drops back. Looks to his right now. He's going to scramble to his left across the midfield stripe, and he's going to be tackled for a very short gain of 1 or 2 on a 3rd down and 10, and the Eagles will have to kick it away.
Well, that's a big stop, especially to get him at 4th and 10, where you would think Del City probably going to punt this ball away instead of potentially going for it. And so great pursuit by the Coweta defense. It's really difficult to contain a quarterback that's as elusive as Godwin. And the Tigers look like they've got an initial stop on the first drive of the game.
Stanley Johnson back to punt it for the Eagles. And Coweta deep to receive at their own 15-yard line. Johnson standing just at his 40, gets a low kickoff, bounce, takes a Del City bounce inside the 10. They're going to let it roll inside the 5-yard line down to the 1 before it'll finally be down.
Wow, what a punt. I think, the Coweta deep man thought about perhaps getting in front of that, but there were a lot of Del City players coming in on him, so I think he made the better decision just to stay away, even though Coweta is backed up with 99 yards to go.
One of those low bouncing punts that it's, like you said, Marcus, dangerous to pick up that ball. So Coweta starts from their own 1-yard line, and like you said, Mark, this offense has been very dangerous after losing their starting quarterback.
Yeah, Mason Ford is a guy that's made a ton of plays for Coweta. He's got 60 touchdowns in his career. Kylan Starks at quarterback can really make plays, and also their running back Lolo Bell is a home run threat also.
Starks working out of the shotgun. He's just going to run around the left side and has a lot of room past the 10, 15-yard line, out at about the 16, maybe 17-yard line. So a pickup of 16 on the first snap of the game for the Tigers.
Yeah, so much for being pinned deep, right? And there was really no resistance on that side of the line.
Starks has thrown for 17 touchdowns, only 3 picks so far this year. He takes the snap, hands on a reverse around the right side, looking for running room across the 20-yard line, and that was Mason Ford, the split receiver, who has over 60 touchdowns in his career.
And he's good in special teams, really in all aspects of the game. Look at this old-school formation we got here, Craig.
2nd down 7 from their own 20-yard line. The hand is right up the middle, breaking around the right side, past the 25, going to be close to a 1st down on the play, and that was Lolo Bell.
No wide receivers in that set, just 2 wing backs, 2 tight ends, 2 wing backs, and a running back.
Here's a hand on the right side, and again, across the 30-yard line, short gain. It's going to be a gain of about 2 or 3 for Coweta.
Usually when you see that type of formation, there's not face masks involved. I mean, that's something that Bud Wilkinson would be proud of, to line up like that with no wide receivers. We got an early timeout, and Coach Jones wants to talk things over with his team. So the first timeout for the Eagles. We'll take an early break here on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
You can bring it back.
Okay. We are back here at Calcasieu Stadium. Del City with a quick timeout. 2nd down and 7 facing this Coweta offense. And, of course, they're going to change formations up after that first timeout.
Coweta facing about a 2nd down and 7, working from their own 32-yard line. Working Out of the shotgun, we got a whistle before the snap. I think we're going to have a false start on the Tigers.
Penalty flag is going to be a false start on the Tigers. That's a 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Craig, Coweta's not really been any kind of stranger to come into the Metro. They opened the season last year at Bishop McGuinness, played Carl Albert this year. This Del City team has gone east for the first time, so they're seeing a whole lot of new faces this season. It's the first ever meeting between these two teams.
Working from their own 26-yard line, second down and 12 now for the Coweta Tigers. Coweta undefeated, ranked number 1 in Class 5A. And it's a simple hand straight up the middle, working up to just short of the 30-yard line that time. And that time it was a hand up the middle to number 22.
Not listed.
It was not listed on our roster.
Not listed in the roster.
Third down and about 9 for the Tigers. Working from their 30-yard line. Just underway here at Calsu Stadium in Del City. Now Kylan Starks, the quarterback, takes a shotgun snap, rolls to his right side, looking to throw, still looking, just going to have to run out of bounds, well short of the first down. Nice job by the Eagles.
Only 2 players in the route, the tree there, and he had nothing, and I think that's a smart play. Really don't want to throw one up for grabs, and Starks didn't have anything right there. Saved a fight for another day.
So Adama, the tailback for Del City, also the deep man. He'll stand inside his own 35-yard line. And it's a short kick, going to hit at the Del City 45, going to bounce down just inside the Del City 40 before the Tigers will kill it at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
Second possession. So far, both teams, I think, are being pretty cautious. Coweta content to run the football. I think both coaches have certainly talked to their team about ball security tonight. As wet as it is out here, the rain's coming down at a pretty good clip. And so you don't want to have this game decided by a costly mistake.
Eagles get some good field position after kicking Coweta back to their own 1-yard line. Now they take over at their own 39-yard line. Fake up the middle. Godwin's going to keep it around the right side and be hit in the backfield for a loss. Loss of at least a couple on the play. Loses from his own 39 back to the 37.
Yeah, and that's excellent pursuit coming up there. Cornerback for Coweta, who gets a little bit of both-way action there. Justice Grammer, the senior, was able to come up and make a play in the run game.
Yeah, both their corners, Justice Grammer and Mason Ford, play both ways. So 2nd and 12, Del City, just underway here from Calsu Stadium. 7:15 left in the first quarter. DeKalen Godwin, the quarterback, out of the shotgun, drops back. Now scrambles right, looking for running room. Now he's going to throw it downfield. It's going to be picked off at their own 47-yard line, and that one is picked off by Mason Ford, a guy that we were just talking about, Mark, and he returns it across the 50 down to the 46-yard line of Del City.
Well, that was really good zone coverage by Mason Ford, who impacts the game in so many ways that we talked about. He was standing right there, and he wasn't going to let that thing fall through his fingertips. And so that is a big play, number 1 of the game, the first turnover, and sets Coweta up in really good field position.
So Del City had great field position. Now they give it right back to the Tigers with the turnover. Coweta will start from the Eagles' 46-yard line. Just underway, 7:04 to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless right now. Game between the number 1 Coweta Tigers, number 1 in 5A, Del City, number 3. Coweta undefeated at 8-0, Del City with a 7-1 mark.
So many district implications on this game tonight, Craig. McAllister, Coweta, Del City are all teams that have been in the top 2 of the rankings so far this season, and one of them is going to have to go on the road in the first round of the playoffs. So tonight, a win for Del City would likely give them the top spot in the district and could give, in fact, all 3 Mid-Del teams district championships in Class 5A.
All right, here we go. Starks drops back, throws deep down the left side, has a man complete inside the 30-yard line. That's Lolo Bell out of the backfield, and the completion goes down to the they're going to spot it just inside the 30-yard line of Dell City.
That wasn't bad coverage at all. You had Aaron Carter for the Eagles running stride for stride right there with Lolo Bell, but a really nice pass from Starks to get the ball to his back out of the backfield.
First down, Coweta at the Dell City 30-yard line. 3 split receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Kylan Starks hands to Lolo Bell straight ahead, and Lolo goes from the 30 down to the 25, maybe just inside the 25. Gain of 5, second and 5 for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's a big push by the Coweta offensive line to open up a hole against a really active, physical, big front for Dell City.
Kylan Starks, senior quarterback, this time is going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 for Coweta.
All right, DC, let's get up. Let's get loud. Make some noise for your Eagle D.
Justice Grammer split to the left side, Mason Ford to the right side. Out of the shotgun, Starks, 3rd and 5, Coweta from the Dell City 25-yard line. Now they're going to take a timeout and talk about it. Coweta takes the timeout with 5:46 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, we'll take a timeout with him here on the Squirtle Game of the Week. No score here at Calsu Stadium in Dell City.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
3rd and 5 is a little bit more of a traditional Coweta set here with 2 receivers to the wide side of the field.
3rd and 5 at the Dell City 25-yard line. 5:46 to go and a scoreless game. 5:46 to go in the first quarter. Coweta with the ball at the Dell City 25 after getting an interception and great field position. Got a little delay here before the official heading to the far side, heading to the Coweta sideline to have a discussion before we get underway here, Mark.
Almost everybody's been talked to. Quarterback's being talked to.
All right, and I think we're about ready to go. 3rd down and 5, Coweta. The Eagles, 25-yard line. 2 split receivers right. Starks takes the snap, drops back, throwing deep down the middle. Had a man open, but threw it out in front of the intended receiver, and that was Mason Ford. Would have been open for a touchdown.
He had him. Dell City was aggressive and came with a blitz from the outside. It didn't really get home, but I think that on 4th and 5, the thinking there was take a deep shot and with the intention of potentially going for it here on 4th down.
So they don't huddle up. They just get the call from the sideline. Ford again split to the right side. Justice Grammer split to the left side. Carson Flannery, who also starts at defensive end, he lines up as a tight end on the left side right now for the Tigers. 4th down and 5 from the Dell City 25-yard line. We have another timeout taken by Coweta.
Tell you what, dude, we're reaching our quotas on timeouts. We're not going to have much to worry about at the end of the first half. We'll take it with them here. Big important play coming up on 4th and 5.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Loyal to you. All right, Eagles fans, it's still 4th down. I need you to get up. I need you to get loud. Let's make some noise for your Eagle D.
Welcome back, Craig. 4th and 5.
4th down and 5, Coweta at the Del City 25-yard line, just underway, scoreless right now at Cal-Sioux Stadium. Flannery in motion to the right side. Starks rolling right. Going to throw deep down the right side, mix up on the pattern, and no one at home at the goal line as the ball will go over to Del City.
Del City again bringing backside pressure. Was unable to get home. The pass was thrown pretty quickly, but just as soon as the ball left the hands of the quarterback Starks, the wide receiver Ford broke out of the route. And so it ends up to be a stop for Del City after the turnover.
So the Eagles take over at their own 25-yard line. DeKalen Godwin, the Del City quarterback. Light rain falling here in Del City. Del City moving from our left to right, from north to south. Godwin working out of the shotgun. And this time, not much running room handed to Adama, and he was hit behind the line, had nowhere to go. Maybe lost, I think they're going to give him forward progress up maybe to the 24-yard line, so a loss of only 1 on the play.
When I talked with Tim Harper yesterday, he really stressed the experience of this group up front for the Coweta Tigers. They got a couple of 3-year starters there, a 2-year starter, and they have shown up and played well tonight.
2nd and 11 for the Eagles. Straight drop back. Now Godwin rolls around the right side to the 30, 35-yard line, steps out of bounds at the 36. He will have the first down for Del City.
That was good protection on the drop back against this defensive front, and he was able to sneak around the edge. Wyatt Holmes was out there, 6'3", 265 pounds, really didn't have much of a shot to try to contain Godwin.
So Godwin again out of the shotgun. Adama to his left. Fake to Adama. They'll throw left side. 35, 40-yard line. Gain of 5. Fumble on the play. I think it came after the whistle. And that was to Jalen Sweet. So a gain of 5 on the quick screen to the left to Sweet. Now they're going to mark it back a yard, back at the 39. Gain of 4 on the play. Second down and 6, Eagles. The hand is to Adama. He breaks tackles across the 40. He was hitting the backfield, Mark, and did that all on his own, and I think they're going to give him the first down at the 45-yard line.
Craig, that was almost a little Houdini act. He just stopped right in front of a tackler and then somehow was able to get started again and work his way through the defense of Coweta. So great penetration from the Tigers, but they couldn't get Adama.
Braylon Adama averaging 73 rushing yards a game. And this time they fake to Adama. A lot of running room around the right side across the 50, 45, maybe down to the Coweta 40 is DeKalen Godwin, the Del City quarterback, and it's another Eagles first down.
Yeah, Godwin really caught the defense off guard there with his fake, and the Eagles are in business.
They're going to mark him back at the 42 of Coweta. But it'll be first down Del City, just over 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. No score from Cal-Sioux Stadium. Godwin working out of the gun, drops back. Now he's going to scramble, and he's going to be hit way behind the line of scrimmage, be dropped back at his own 47 or 8-yard line. Not his own 47 or 8, excuse me, of the Coweta 47 or 8.
Del City was keeping a tight end in there to really help protect, but the 4 rushers for Coweta got home that time. That was a great individual effort by the Tigers' defensive front.
It's going to be a loss of 5 on the play, bring up second down and 15. Now he's going to scramble left. Across the 40, 35-yard line, has room inside the 30, will have the first down, stumbles down at the 26-yard line.
He was able to keep his feet. That was a pretty athletic run. He escaped a lot of trouble to pick up that first down.
They will mark it at the 26-yard line of Coweta, first down Del City. Here's Adama straight ahead across the 25 down to about the 22-yard line, gain of about 4.
Gama on the carry, gain of 4. Be second down for the Eagles.
Second down and 6, Dell City. Godwin drops back, throws over the middle, has a man complete. 5, touchdown on the play. And that was Jalen Sweet. Was that Jalen
Omar
Sweet
Brown?
or Omar Brown? Excuse me, Omar Brown.
Omar Brown, the bigger wide receiver there. Omar Brown got open over the middle of the field, and he's a bigger guy, so you think maybe he's not as worried about taking a shot on that crossing route. It was a great pass by Godwin, and Dell City strikes first.
Now we have a whistle before the snap on the extra point. Stanley Johnson, the left footer, in to try it for Dell City. Don't think it was a false start or anything, Mark. I just think the officials weren't ready for the snap there. 2:17 to go in the first quarter. Eagles on the board first. High snap on the play. They get the kick off, and the kick is up and good.
Extra point is good.
So 2:17 to go in the first quarter. Dell City on the board first. They lead Coweta 7-0.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
Welcome back, Cal-Sioux Stadium. Dell City on top, 7-0. This Coweta team has not trailed very often this year.
Stanley Johnson will kick it away for the Eagles. And deep to receive, you got Mason Ford and Justice Grammer. And the kick will go to Grammer, takes it his own 1-yard line, straight up the middle, and is going to be hit and dropped just short of the 15-yard line.
And number 40 for the Eagles makes a big play. Rickland Holmes.
Rickland Holmes.
Familiar name, Rickland Holmes, quarterback at Oklahoma State, coming in to make the stop there. Freshman, playing on special teams.
So like you said, Mark, Coweta 8-0 in the season, and they really have only been tested one time this year, and that was by Wagner in their second game of the season, right?
Big rivalry there between Coweta and Wagner. Those teams have been playing for a lot of years, and Wagner, of course, one of the more successful programs in the state of Oklahoma over the last 20 seasons under Dale Condit. And so you know that they have to earn it if they're going to get a win in that big matchup there.
So Coweta takes over, ball spotted just inside their own 15-yard line. And taking the shotgun snap, running straight ahead is the quarterback, Kylan Starks. Gets across the 15 and not much more, maybe gain of a couple on the play.
Boy, that's a big tackle. He had a lot of room to run through that hole, but just couldn't get past really the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. Coweta tied in on the left side. This time they'll fake the handoff to Lolo Bell, and Starks is going to keep it again, run straight up the middle, and again, not much running room. Gets up maybe to about the 20-yard line. So third down, and let's call it about 5 yards.
It's really crazy to think that this Dell City team could have David Stone on it, who's one of the top prospects in the class of 2023, left to go to IMG Academy after playing here last year, left right after the football season. He's a stud, but he would really help out this defensive front that's playing well tonight.
Here we go. Stars takes a handoff, fakes the handoff, rolls right side, has running room across the 20, 25. He will have the first down before he's knocked out of bounds. They'll spot him out about the 26-yard line, but first down, Coweta.
Well, that was a big play. You know, he really saw the aggressive rush coming right at him early, and he just headed for the corner, made a nice run, and used his speed to get out of trouble.
DeKylan Starks had 4 touchdown passes in the McAllister game, threw for 239 in that game. Averages about 132 yards a game throwing the ball, but used his feet that time. Here's a hand straight up the middle, and getting up near the 30-yard line, that's Lolo Bell, the running back. Gain of about 4 on the play, maybe 3.5.
Neither team really panicking so far. You know, this Coweta team is pretty content to keep the football on the ground. Haven't really tried anything too fancy on offense so far.
Starks again working out of the gun. Have 2 running backs, and this time they fake the handoff to Bell. He's going to keep it around the left side, not get much. Get maybe across the 30 out to about the 31-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 for the Tigers.
Wow. You know, there was a lot of running room out there. I think maybe the wrong decision to not pitch that ball.
And time is going to run out in the first quarter. That's the end of one from Calsu Stadium. Del City on top of Coweta by a score of 7-0.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Welcome back. That first quarter was fairly conservatively played. Del City jumping out on top on a nice pitch and catch from their quarterback Godwin to Omar Brown.
And we have a 3rd down and 5 to start the second quarter. Coweta at their own 31-yard line. Coweta now moving from our left to right, from north to south here at Calsu Stadium. Quarterback, DeKylan Starks, drops back, has time. Now he's going to scramble to his right side, being chased from behind, throws, and the ball is dropped up at the 48-yard line. Would have been a first down. Carson Flannery was the intended receiver, and he dropped what would have been a Coweta first down.
Jaden Foreman, who's committed to play at Oklahoma State for Mike Gundy, was back there chasing him. I give Starks credit. Don't know if he really felt the pressure, but he took a big shot, and that was a very catchable ball. But, again, rain is coming down here tonight. Don't think that we're going to see it stop anytime during the contest, so handling the football might be a little difficult.
And Adama is deep to receive this punt, standing in his own 32-yard line. Back to punt is Nathan Maladone. And he gets the kickoff. It's an end-over-end kick. Fair catch called for and taken at the Del City 36-yard line by Adama.
And you can just see how careful everyone is with the football. Want to make sure that there are no drops with the precipitation coming down.
So the Eagles will take over with some decent field position here. Ball spotted across their own 35-yard line at their own 36.
I think they've done a good job, Craig, of kind of keeping Coweta a little bit off balance. It's not been any kind of, super well-executed plays, but Godwin making a lot of plays with his feet and then hit the one big pass.
Godwin this time will hand straight up the middle. Huge hole. 45-50. He's just tripped up on the play, and that was Adama. No, I'm sorry. That time it was Shaden Green. Shaden Green, the sophomore, Marcus.
Boy, he really had a burst of energy in the middle. And Shaden Green, not the biggest player out there, but, boy, that was a great burst of speed.
First down, Del City, and that time the ball slips out of the hands of Godwin. Will they call it a fumble or a forward pass?
Still be Eagle ball, second down.
And they're going to call it a fumble, so it's going to be a big loss back to their own 45-yard line.
Got a flag back here at the 30-yard line called by the back judge. I'll tell you what, Craig, that play, if he wouldn't have fumbled the ball, maybe he got a little bit excited because that was wide open. Plenty of real estate down here on the bottom of the field to Jalen Sweet.
So let's see what the officials have to say, and it's going to be illegal substitution, yeah, on the part of Coweta. So that wipes out what would have been a big loss for Del City. And instead, going to be a 5-yard walk-off, bring up a 1st and 5 for the Eagles from the 45-yard line of the Tigers.
45-yard line.
Del City leads at 7-0, just over 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. DeKalen Godwin takes the snap. He's going to hand up the middle, and not much running room this time. Again, Shaden Green, the sophomore, in at the tailback spot.
Like we said, Green is not the biggest guy. Obviously, it's his speed that is his biggest threat, but he just took a seat heading into that line where some of those big Tigers were up front. Deacon Peterson, Wyatt Holmes, Justin Robinson, biggest part of the Coweta football team.
Loss of 2 on the place. That's going to bring up a 2nd down 7 for Del City. This time throw, right side off the hands of the intended receiver at the 45-yard line. So it brings up a 3rd down and 7 for the Eagles from the Coweta 47.
3 players in the route. They're all well covered by the Coweta defense. Not very many opportunities for Godwin to find an open receiver there.
So Jaden Foreman coming out of the game here for Del City. Clock stop, 10:28 to go in the second quarter as they change footballs here. Bring in a dry football. 3rd down and 7 Eagles. They lead at 7-0.
We'll see if it's Godwin again here that can make a play with his feet. He's done it so many times tonight.
Godwin takes the snap, drops back. He's going to scramble to his right side. Has running room, 45. Across the 40, he'll have the first down inside the Coweta 40 down to about the 38-yard line.
It's a simple play. It's a smart job by the quarterback. Coweta's done a good job of defending the pass. Covered up these Del City receivers, which are very talented, but hard to account for the quarterback that's going to take off and scramble.
Godwin has 3 receivers left, 1 to the right, and the whistle before the snap of the ball going to be a false start. Eagles push them back 5 yards.
False start on the Eagles. That's a 5-yard penalty. Be 1st and 15.
Del City leads at 7-0. Scored on the touchdown pass throw from DeKalen Godwin to Armar Brown. That came in the first quarter. And the Eagles will have a 1st down and 15 from the Coweta 43-yard line. 10:20 to go in the first half. Here's a hand straight up the middle. A lot of running room across the 40, inside the 35-yard line, maybe down to the 34-yard line. And again, that was Shaden Green, the sophomore.
Adama plays so much. He's on both sides of the ball and in special teams. And I think they're just giving him a little bit of a breather here, a well-deserved one.
And this time we have a whistle again before the snap. Going to have another false start.
I'm not sure, who's culpable there, Craig. It looked like the entire right side of the offensive line got a pretty good head start on everybody else, but you got to wait till the center snaps it, and that's a second costly penalty here on this drive.
So instead of 2nd and 6, it's going to be 2nd and 11 from the 39-yard line of Coweta. Del City on the move with a 7-0 lead, just under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Clock is running. 2nd and 11. Godwin takes the shotgun snap, looks, throws over the middle, throws just a little high for his intended receiver on the play. Kenigel Thomas was the intended receiver.
Listening to the sports animal on the way over here, and your son Sam was getting heckled pretty good by Al about his Halloween party. Al was going to crash the Halloween party.
That's where Sam and Reagan met, at a Halloween party. So they throw one.
He even had a John Brooks reference for the toilet paper toss game tonight.
Here we go. Godwin, straight drop back, being chased from behind. Flag down on the play as he is sacked for a loss of about 5 or 6. Back to the 43-yard line, and I think we might have a holding call also, which would probably be declined, I'm guessing, Marcus. So it's going to bring up a 4th down for Dell City. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. They need to go all the way to the 28, so 4th and 15 Eagles.
I think that was Braden Yunker, senior, outside linebacker in pursuit that got back there and finally got Godwin. It's a big stop for the Coweta defense. A couple penalties hurt Dell City, and Coweta will get it back.
Stanley Johnson in to kick the ball away for the Eagles. Puts the foot into it. Fair catch called for and taken at his own 14-yard line. Fair catch by Mason Ford there for the Coweta Tigers. So clock stop, 9:05 to go in the second quarter. Dell City leads it 7-0.
Got some other important games going on. Another Squirtle game of the week tonight. We've got Bethany and Blanchard. That's in the first quarter. Bethany on top of Blanchard 13-6. Maybe a little bit of a surprise in Newcastle. Tuttle 6, Newcastle 7 in the Class 4A poll, and it's the Racers on top of the Tigers. The series has been pretty lopsided one way in favor of Tuttle recently. Broken Bow trailing Stillwell 14-6. Tigers have had the Savages have had some close games this year. Poto ranked 5 on top of 8 is 17-0.
All right, so Coweta takes over. Ball spotted just inside their own 15-yard line. Just over 9 minutes to go in the first half. Dell City leads it by a score of 7-0. Nikylan Starks, the quarterback, has 3 split receivers right, 2 to the left. Drops back, quarterback draw. Across the 15, 20, a lot of running room, 25, 30-yard line. Starks to the 40, 45, and tripped up just as he crossed the 45, got out to about the 48-yard line before he's knocked down.
With the conditions the way they are tonight, it looks like Coweta is going to try to, they're going to potentially hurry up here. This could just come back down to a quarterback battle between Starks and Godwin. Both guys trying to make plays with their feet. And that was a big one.
They'll spot it at the 47-yard line of Coweta. Clock running, 8:45 to go in the first half. Dell City leads it by a score of 7-0. Again, Starks this time, 3 split receivers left side. 1 goes in motion right side, and they will hand it to him across the 50-yard line. A lot of running room that time for Lolo Bell, as Bell goes from his own 47-yard line all the way down inside the Dell City 40. Timeout, Eagles.
Junior running back, and they want to slow this momentum. Robert Jones going to call a timeout and talk to his defense, who has given up some real estate here on this drive. We'll take a timeout. It's the Squirtle game of the week. Dell City leads Coweta 7-0.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Welcome back. Coweta with the ball. Spotted at the 41-yard line of Dell City. They'll have first down. 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. Eagles up by a score of 7-0. Motion right side. Quarterback's going to keep the ball straight ahead down to the 35-yard line before Starks was tripped up. So it's going to be a gain of about 6 on the play. We'll see where they spot this. Looks like it'll be about the 35, second down and 4. Trying to change out the footballs, Mark, and keep dry footballs in the game.
I mean, and again, we're here at least dry. You can certainly see the rain coming down in the lights. It's not a thunderstorm or anything by any stretch of the imagination, but you can tell that it is tough to handle the football tonight.
Kylan Starks, quarterback for the Coweta Tigers. He has 3 split receivers to the left side, 2 to the right side. 2nd down and 4. This time the hands on the sweep around the left side and short running room, going to gain maybe a yard down to the 35. That was Mason Ford, the split receiver, on the sweep.
Coweta utilizes so many different formations. We saw him early in the game with a double wing format. Here the 5 receivers. They like to play with tight end and 2 backs every once in a while, but really haven't found a great way to try to attack this Del City defense yet.
Eagles fans, y'all can do better than that. Make some noise for your Eagle D!
So it's going to be a 3rd down and 4 for the Tigers. Clock running, under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Coweta with the ball at the Del City 35-yard line. 3rd down and 4. Motion to the right side. Starks tucks it under. 35, 30, 25-yard line before he's knocked off his feet. Will have the first down. And Coweta on the move with 6:42 to go in the half.
Well, I really like that pump fake. He got the defense to hesitate with that pump fake, and it's the difference in him getting loose and perhaps getting a little bit more activity from the linebackers there. But you can tell he is very quick and elusive, tough to tackle when he gets in the open field.
Kylan Starks, 5'10", 175, senior quarterback. 17 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. Motion right side. Starks dropping back under pressure, throws deep down the left side. That one was well covered. It'll go incomplete.
You can tell that Del City's plan is to really heat him up. They're bringing pressure, sometimes from the corner position, and that was excellent coverage there by the Del City corner, running stride for stride with the Coweta wide receiver.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 10 Tigers. Ball spot at the Del City 25-yard line. 6:17 to go first half. Del City with a 7-0 lead, but Coweta on the move. Coweta ranked number 1 in Class 5A, undefeated. Del City ranked number 3 with only 1 loss. Starks takes a shotgun snap. Under pressure now. Screen pass left side at the 20-yard line, inside the 15. Still on his feet inside the 5-yard line. That's Lolo Bell. We'll see where they mark him, see if he went out of bounds on the left side, but I think they're going to mark it all the way down inside the 10-yard line mark.
No, that was a heck of a play. I thought that was pretty well defended by Del City. You had the edge rusher come in, and Starks had to throw it over him, and then Bell was able to break a tackle and get about 10 extra yards.
They'll spot it at the 8-yard line. 1st down and goal, Coweta from the 8-yard line of Del City. Single setback is William Mason to the right. This time Starks options right side, will keep it, tuck it in, get down to the 5 or 6 yard line before he's knocked off his feet.
You can tell Starks likes to keep that ball. You're not going to pitch it very easily. Mason relationship with the pitch wasn't the best. Need to stay a little bit closer to his quarterback, but Starks made that decision early that he was going to keep the ball for himself.
And they marked him down to 7 actually, so a gain of only a yard. So 2nd down and go, Coweta from the Del City 7. Clock running just over 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Here's the hand to Bell, straight up the middle. Left side, still on his feet, inside the 5-yard line, down to maybe the 3 before he's shoved back.
You know, just straight handoffs haven't worked very well against this Del City front. The Coweta offensive line is having a hard time pushing the Del City guys back. It was not a bad gain there, gain of 3 yards, but
mark him at the 4. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Clock running just over 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Get up, get loud, make some noise for your Eagle D.
Tight formation this time. They'll fake the handoff. Starks rolling around the right side is going to be tripped up and dropped at the 5-yard line.
Boy, that was an incredible play by Aaron Carter, linebacker for Del City. He had a nice game when we were here a couple of weeks ago against McAllister. It looked like to me that Starks was going to have some success there and able to get around the edge, but Carter did a good job. Starks avoided a blitzer there early on, Craig, that could have really dropped him for a loss, and then Carter makes a big play for the defense.
Aaron Carter, 6'4", 215, junior linebacker, and like Mark said, if he doesn't make that stop, he's going to coast in for the touchdown. But now it brings up a 4th and goal from the 5-yard line. Clock running, just over 4 minutes to go in the first half, and now they're going to go ahead and kick the field goal. Well, nope, it's a timeout. Parker Stevens was in the game, the senior kicker who has 3 field goals on the season. He's averaging about 6.3 points per game. But now Coweta's going to take a timeout and talk this over, Mark.
Now, Parker Stevens, didn't he host a game show, maybe the match game or something like that? That's a great name, I think, for an MC. We'll see what they decide to do. I think the timeout was more, Craig, potentially that they were having a hard time getting organized for the field goal, but they may think about things and say, hey, look, we'd like to try to get even in this ball game. Coweta will get it to start the second half.
4th and goal at the 5-yard line. And, again, we talked about the numbers that Coweta has put up, but really only one time this season have they been held under 40 points, under 44 points, and that was that second game of the year at Wagner.
And, again, that's just a rock fight between two teams that really a rivalry that goes back many, many, many years, and a couple of good teams.
So low-scoring game tonight so far at least. 4:10 to go in the first half. Del City on top 7-0. And we'll see if Coweta is still going to kick this field goal.
Well, I was wrong.
Doesn't look like it.
The offense is out there.
So here we go. William Mason lined up to the right of Starks. He drops back. Starks looks, throws right side, has a man, and he will walk in for the touchdown, and that is William Mason.
Well, they dialed that one up. That was a pretty good play. So a great timeout for Coweta, and they came up with a good play to fool the Del City defense. I thought Nikhilin Starks looked that off and set up the action really well with a backside pursuit, followed his eyes, and William Mason was right there. He's had a big role in tonight's game, and it's a touchdown, and the extra point will tie this one up.
Parker Stevens checking in to try that extra point. Justice Grammer will hold here at the south end of the field here at Calsu Stadium. 4:07 to go in the first half. Snap is back, down, kick is up, and it is good. And we're tied at 7 between Coweta and Del City.
4:07 to go. This has been a good one so far. That was a nice drive for Coweta, who really didn't get frustrated. Was able to tie this ball game up. Oh, there's some crazy scores going on tonight in Class 5A right now. You got a good one going on right down the street at Rose Field in Midwest City. The Bombers are on top of Noble 21-18. Every game that Noble plays is a crazy, high-scoring, close finish. You also have Bishop McGuinness and Piedmont tied up at 7 in the second quarter here in Oklahoma City as well. El Reno has been a resurgent football team under Russell Cook in his first year there. They've gotten hot in district play, and they have a 14-7 lead on Duncan. Altus, winless, trying to break a long winning streak. They have a 7-0 lead at Ardmore at the Noble Complex in the second quarter.
All right, so deep to receive for Del City. Let's see, we're going to have, looks like Kenigel Thomas will be back there, along with Jalen Sweet. And to kick it away will be Parker Stevens for the Coweta Tigers. 4:07 to go in the first half. We're tied at 7 at Calsu Stadium. Number 1 and 3 teams in Class 5A. And this one will go into the end zone for the touchback.
Well, that's a big weapon to have. Parker Stevens able to get that ball into the end zone because Del City has got a lot of speed, and they can be dangerous in the return game. Sweet and Foreman are both players that can really run, and so if you can get that ball into the end zone, make them start on the 20-yard line and have to earn it, that's a big advantage.
Just a lot of team speed on both these teams, huh, Mark?
Yeah, I think so. And it's why they rank so high, and they've had such much success this season.
So here come the Eagles from their own 20-yard line. 4:07 to go in the first half of a tie game, tied at 7. Godwin taking the ball, handing up the middle, and this time just no running room whatsoever for Braylon Adama.
Looks like Del City Coweta gaining some momentum here.
Adama on the carry, second down for the Eagles.
So Adama will lose only a yard. They'll give him forward progress up to the 19-yard line. Second down, 11 Eagles. 3 split receivers right, 1 to the left. Straight drop back. Now scrambling to his right side is Godwin. He's got some running room at the 20, 25, makes a move, past the 25 out to the 27-yard line. Thought for a second he might be able to pick up the first down, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and manageable.
Well, he really slid in between a couple of defenders there. That was a nifty move to pick up a few extra yards, and then he paid the price at the 27. So he's able to make 7 yards out of something that really wasn't there at all.
So a big 3rd and 3 coming for Del City. Clock running, just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. We're tied at 7. 2 split receivers to the left side, 3 to the right, and we have a whistle and a timeout taken by Del City before the snap of the ball.
We'll take it with them. We're out of timeouts in the first half. No more stoppage. We'll be back here on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Welcome back here, 7-7 Squirtle Game of the Week. 3rd down and 4 to go for Del City. Here's some scores from Class 6A. Craig, the former voice of the Edmond Memorial Bulldogs, they're faring pretty well tonight on the road at Union, 21-14 in the second quarter.
Wow.
Broken Arrow leads Jinx 14-0 in the first quarter. Shake up the standings a little bit in Class 6A Division I, District 1. Norman North on top of Westmore, 28-14.
Okay, so the Eagles have 3rd down and 3 at their own 27-yard line. 2:57 to go in the first half. Godwin out of the shotgun, looks, throws left side, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver over here at the 32-yard line. Would have been a first down, but the ball was dropped, Marcus.
Yeah, Sweet didn't do a very good job of making an adjustment, and maybe that ball got to him much more quickly than he thought. And the ball was thrown to his inside. He was really moving more with his momentum to the outside, and a big opportunity for Coweta here to put up points and then get the football back to start the second half.
Stanley Johnson in to kick it away. He'll stand back at his 15-yard line. And deep to receive is Justice Grammer. Wobbly kick's going to hit at the Coweta 42-yard line and bounce be downed at the 43. So Coweta, good field position, still 2:47 to go in the first half, Mark.
Well, I thought Del City was really fortunate there. I don't think the punter had enough depth, and the ball got back there really quickly. And Stanley Johnson, who's been great here, kicked field goals in the McAllister game, but he was lucky to get that football off. That was a pretty athletic play made by the punter, or his fate could have been much worse than just Del City having to defend 57 yards here from the 43.
So Coweta, as you talked in the pregame, Tim Harper in his 4th year, 34-10 with the Tigers. Perfect 8-0 this year, 5-0 in District 5A, District 3. Del City 4-1, only has a 1-point loss to McAllister. And we're tied at 7 right now. 2:47 to go, and Coweta takes over at their own 43-yard line. They'll have 3 split receivers, left side, 1 to the right. Kylan Starks, the quarterback, fakes the handoff, runs straight ahead, gets only a couple of yards up to the 45.
Tripped up on his own offensive lineman, or he might have been still running.
Clock running, under 2.5 minutes to go in the first half.
I would think Coweta wants to be pretty deliberate here. You don't score, it's not the end of the world. You're going to get the ball to start the second half. Don't want to do anything that's going to get you in trouble.
Hand to Lolo Bell, left side. He's got some pretty good running room. Gets up near the midfield stripe before he's knocked off his feet. Flag down.
Well, he was kind of thrown away from the ball carrier by the line judge on the far side of the field.
And we've got a face mask
against
Del City. So that's going to give a first down to the Coweta Tigers. Clock stopped with 2:08 to go in the first half.
Now you can start to think about being a little bit more aggressive. Stevenson, we know, has a good leg. So really any points here will be a big momentum.
So the market down at the 36 of Dell City. Coweta on the move. 3 split receivers left side, 1 to the right. And it's a hand sweep right side, fumble on the play, and luckily for the Tigers at least, Lolo Bell falls on the ball. It's going to be a big loss on the play though, all the way back to their own, back to the 44-yard line of Dell City. So a loss of 8 on the play.
Well, there's some indecision there, and that killed the momentum of the penalty, almost losing 10 yards. But you're right, that was very fortunate. That's one of those balls where it's bouncing around and there's no one to defend potential scoop and score.
And Bell's down on the ground, happened to roll right to him. But it's a loss of 8 back to the 44-yard line. 2nd and 18 Tigers, clock running, 1:22 to go in the first half. They fake the handoff, and rolling around the right side is Starks, and he's going to be tripped up really before he can get started on the play. And again, that was Jaden Foreman, right?
Jaden Foreman, that was some good defense there. Also, number 22, Trayvon Jackson in there for Dell City, making a big tackle.
That's going to make it 3rd and very long.
3rd down.
Come on, Eagle fans, get out, get loud.
From the 46-yard line, they got to go all the way down to the 26. 3rd and 20.
Tavon Johnson, just a sophomore.
Clock running, just over 40 seconds to go in the half. Snap back, Starks looking. Now he's going to scramble around the right side, throws the ball complete at the 30-yard line, but having to leave his feet to make the catch was Bryson Williams on the play.
Senior Bryson Williams getting in there, and maybe this is a little bit outside of field goal range. The clock is right where they want it to be here, ticking under 20 seconds.
4th and 4. From the 30, they got to go down to the 26. Clock running. Back is Starks. He looks, throws deep down the right side, going to throw it away with 8 seconds left on the clock, and the ball will go over to Dell City.
Yeah, and that 3rd down pass is a little Patrick Mahomes-esque, right? Did you see Starks drop down and kind of throw it sidearm? Got a strike in there.
So the Eagles will take over. Game tied at 7, 8 seconds to go. I'm sure they'll probably just take a knee here, and we'll probably go into halftime tied at 7, Marcus.
Yeah, you don't want to get too cute on a night like this where rain continues to come down. I think they're going to signal them out. You guys got to get out of here to play. We got no timeouts left. Play clock is going to start.
So Dell City from their own 30-yard line. We're tied at 7. Godwin will work out of the shotgun here, probably just to take a knee. Well, it's going to be a handoff straight up the middle, across the 35, out to close to the 40-yard line on the play. And that was Shaden Green, the sophomore. And first half will come to an end, tied at 7 from Calcasieu Stadium.
Should be a great one. We've got another solid 24 minutes to go in this ball game, tied up at 7. We'll take the halftime break here on Squirtle.tv and see you for the resumption of the football game at the start of the 3rd quarter.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe. which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging work seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get higher, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Welcome back. Getting ready to kick off for the second half. Del City will send it to Coweta. No change in the weather. Still raining pretty hard. It's definitely affected play tonight. Both teams being very cautious with the football. Craig, Mark Rogers, Craig Humphreys here on the Squirtle game of the week, and have a 7-7 tie after the first two quarters.
And Stanley Johnson getting ready to kick it off for the Eagles. Eagles kicking from south to north, deep to receive. For Coweta, Mason Ford, along with Justice Grammer. And we're underway, and this kick will carry all the way into that north end zone. And Coweta takes over at their own 20-yard line. 7-7 ball game. Del City scored in the first quarter on the touchdown pass to Omar Brown. And then Coweta came back in the second quarter to tie it up on a touchdown pass to William Mason. We're tied at 7.
You have to feel good, too, if you're both of these teams that have good kickers. And if a game is close, that you feel like either one of the teams could execute a kick. Saw Del City do it against McAllister.
And for Coweta, like you mentioned earlier, Parker Stevens kicking 3 field goals in that game. Do you have 3 field goals in the Wagner game? I'm not sure. They won at 9-7. I know that he's had he averages over 6 points a game on the season. Anyway, Coweta takes over at their own 20-yard line. And here's a hand sweep around the left side, just a short gain out to about the 23-yard line. Lolo Bell on the carry.
The way that this offense can score, he's getting a lot of extra point action.
Bell averaging 87 yards per game rushing. Straight drop back. Quick screen on the left side. And gets out across the 25-yard line out to about the 26 or 7. It's going to be third and short. That pass to Mason Ford.
Yeah, a lot of speed and sure tackling on the field tonight, both sides of the football.
All right, Eagles fans, it's third down. Let's get up, let's get loud.
They mark it back at the 26, just over the 26, third and a short 4. And it's a handoff straight ahead. Fumble on the play, and Del City's going to come up with the ball at the 33-yard line of Coweta.
Daniels lost control of the football, and this one, he wasn't so fortunate to get back on top of it, but that's a big, big break for Del City to take over here at the 32. And once again, ball security is going to be the name of the game tonight with the weather the way it is.
So Del City with the fumble recovery at the 33-yard line of Coweta. Eagles take over with some great field position with the early turnover in the second half, just underway in the second half, 11-17 to go in the third quarter. And DeKalen Godwin leads them out. He's got two split receivers left side, tight end on the right side. Now motion to the right side. Godwin takes the snap, rolls right side. Looking, now he's going to tuck it under and run, get past the line of scrimmage, and only gains about a yard on the play.
Well, it's really good effort from the backside and the pursuit and rush from the outside linebacker there for Coweta. Number 36, Braden Yunker. He just never gave up, and running down Godwin from behind is no easy task.
So it's a gain of 1 on the play down to the 32. Second down and 9 for the Eagles. Shotgun snap, quick screen left side, and immediately hit on the play was Jalen Sweet. Coming up to make the tackle was Mason Ford, the cornerback.
Yeah, Luke Maladon also right there. That was just great football. That's a great football play to make a tackle like that in the open field.
Was it Maladon that made
it? Was Maladon. Yeah,
Maladon.
It's really hard to see the numbers tonight, but that is, I think, was Maladon.
Maladon coming up to make the stop. It'll be a loss of 3 on the play back to the 36. Third down, maybe a loss of 4 on the play, all the way back 36-yard line. 3rd and 13. Eagles straight drop back. Looking, throwing deep down the middle, has a man, and it's knocked away, incomplete.
All right, the Coweta defense, 3-man front, playing a really, really loose prevent style of defense there on that 3rd down and 12th play, and they had a lot of players in the area of where that ball was thrown and very physical contact upon the arrival of the football.
So from the 36, got to go down to the 23. So 4th down, 13 to go. Del City's lining up to go for it here. 3 split receivers right side, 1 to the left. Godwin out of the shotgun. Drops back, looks, throws deep down the middle. This is going to be picked off.
Watch out.
25, 30-yard line, and picking off that pass was Ian Williams, the free safety, who had 2 interceptions on the season coming in.
Well, and really I thought that Godwin just locked in across the middle of the field, and there were so many defenders back there. Solid defense from Coweta, and Williams wasn't going to let that one slip through his hands.
His 3rd interception on the season came on a 4th down play. I mean, he could have just batted it down, but he picks it off, returns it out to the 32-yard line. So they lose a few yards. If he would have batted it down, they would have had 36. They take over at their own 32-yard line. 9:53 to go, 3rd quarter. Shotgun snap, running left side is Starks, and he gets across the 35 out to maybe the 36-yard line, gain of 4 on the play.
And just so many players out there for Del City for him to have to avoid. He made 1 tackler miss, but couldn't get a whole lot of momentum to get away from the rest of the defense.
So just underway in the second half. Coweta survives an early turnover. Del City turns it right back. Coweta with the ball at their own 36-yard line. Here's a hand around the right side, and that's Lolo Bell, and Bell gets it across the 40-yard line out to the 41. Going to be a little short of the 1st down, I believe.
And you could tell Bell really was covering up the football. He had more emphasis on ball security than he did really trying to make a big run on that play.
Lolo Bell, 5'10", 185-pound junior. We have a timeout taken early by Del City.
Well, these teams have not been afraid to burn timeouts early in games,
9:03 to go in the 3rd quarter.
3rd down and 1, so a big down. We'll take a break. We'll come back and have an exciting play here as Coweta going forward on 3rd and short.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
We are back. They're down and 1 to go from the 41-yard line. Del City's talked things over.
7-7 game, just over 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Coweta with the ball at their own 41-yard line. Nikylan Starks, quarterback, out of the shotgun. He's just going to run straight ahead, leans forward, and I think he's going to have the first down.
Not by much.
Needed the 42-yard line, and I think they're going to spot him just short of the 43. Well, maybe just over the 42-yard line. Like you said, not by much, but he picks up the first down.
It's been a fight up front tonight between these two teams.
Motion right side and the flag down before the play can get underway. False start on the Tigers. It's going to be a hand sweep to Mason Ford, the split receiver, but movement before they got underway, Mark, and again, they stick themselves with the 1st and 15. We've seen that a number of times from both teams.
Well, I think they're trying to get the ball in the hands of the playmaker. I mean, Mason Ford is an electric player. Got an offer to play football at Drake.
Over 60 touchdowns in his career. He averages almost 45 yards per game receiving. But like you said, he's also dangerous carrying the ball. And like you said, he goes both ways. Heck of a cornerback also. So 1st and 15, ball spotted just across 37-yard line. Starks looks, long screen left side, and having to go to his knees to field the ball that time was Justice Grammer. And he made the catch, which was unfortunate because that'll be a loss on the play of a couple of yards back to the 34.
Yeah, you can pound that with the penalty.
So maybe a loss of 3, really, almost on the play. They spotted between the 34 and 5-yard line.
I don't know how really many of the officials had a great look at that. Everyone was away for away. I'm not sure that he did catch that, but.
Shotgun snap. Starks drops back. He's going to scramble out of the pocket and be hit and dropped at about the line of scrimmage.
That's impressive to me that I know how quick Starks is, that he can seem to break through that line, but yet Del City is still able to have containment and not allow him to get out of the pocket.
They spotted at their own 34, so it's going to be 18 yards to go here on 3rd down for Coweta.
Craig, if I set an over-under for you on this game upon its completion, would you get into the 20s, do you think?
Total?
Total,
yeah. Yeah, I think total, yes. Someone's going to score a touchdown, I think. That was a hand right up the middle. Conservative call on 3rd and 18. Gets up to their own 40-yard line, and Tigers will have to kick it away. You're not so sure about a touchdown.
I don't know. I think both of these teams kind of feel like, hey, we can't leave until somebody scores, and so they're being very conservative. Don't want turnovers to decide it. Each team, I think, has had a couple of turnovers tonight.
Braden Adama back to receive the kick. It's going to hit at the 30-yard line, bounce down to the 25, now takes the Del City bounce up to about the 26 or 7-yard line. The Eagles will have it there.
6:32 to go. We'll take a timeout. Come back. Del City back in possession.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the
Del City takes over at their own 25-yard line and handoff straight into the line. Not much there for the Eagles on the 1st down play.
No change in the precipitation. Still coming down as strong as ever.
So let's call it a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Godwin now scrambling up the middle, gets away from one man, gets away from another, gets across the 35-yard line, close to the 1st down. Let's see where they mark it. He went down right about the 35, and I think they are going to say 1st down.
Well, a nice little spin move, and boy, he is tough to tackle.
Shaden Green into the game for Del City now. Tailback on this possession, like you said, Mark, with Adama going both ways. Green in there to relieve him, and Green gets the call up the middle. Not much there as he's hit immediately and dropped by Noah Lloyd, strong side linebacker.
Yeah, Noah Lloyd just won his battle. He got low, got leverage, and it's really impressive for a guy that's his height, 6'5". But there was no running room whatsoever.
No gain, ball at the 35. Dell City operating, 5:20 to go in the third. Godwin drops back, throws deep down the left side. He's got a man open, but it's just overthrown. That pass intended for, I think it was Demarion Turner out there, right?
It's a good question. He had a nice little hezzy move on Mason Ford to get deep, and I didn't know that he was going to be able to run under that ball, but he got a hand on it.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Eagles. Godwin out of the shotgun, straight drop back. Now he's going to scramble right side. He looks, has a man wide open at the 45, 50, down to the 45-yard line, inside the 45. They're going to mark him out at the 41-yard line of Coweta.
Number 10 on the reception there for Dell City.
That was Josiah Burris on the catch for the Eagles. Nice job of buying time for Godwin until Burris could work open, and they're going to spot at the 41-yard line of Coweta. Just over 5 minutes to go in the third. Eagles on the move with a first down, and we have a flag down before we got play underway. Another false start.
It looks like the center is a little late with the snap. That's been the problem with Dell City. They might have gotten away with it in the last play, but they finally tagged Dell City for illegal motion. Greg, I really am impressed with Godwin's ability to throw. He has got a cannon for an arm, even though he is not the biggest player out there on the field, and that was some kind of throw on the run to Burris.
No question. No question. And you got to give him credit for buying time like he is, because he's been under heavy pressure from this Coweta defense. So 5-yard walk-off back to the 46-yard line of Coweta. Quarterback draw this time for Godwin. He goes straight ahead, across the 40-yard line, down to the 39. So he picks up the 5 that they lost, plus a couple of more. Gain of 7 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 Eagles.
And that was just a design run the entire way. There was no option or no scramble.
Clock moving. 4:40 to go in the third. We're tied at 7. Dell City and Coweta, 2 of the top 3 teams in Class 5A. From the Coweta 39-yard line. And again, we have another false start.
The entire offense is moving. I mean, the center is the guy to go off of, but he is late snapping the ball. I don't know, Craig, if that is a product of the weather, that he's not been able to get a good
grip.
Yeah, good grip on the football, or what.
See the official trying
constantly drying the football, and changing.
I mean, it's just been a steady rain.
And it's not a hard rain. It doesn't even look like it's affecting anyone, but I think that fine mist is really making the ball incredibly slick.
So turns a 2nd and 8 into a 2nd down and 13 from the 44-yard line. Godwin drops back, again under pressure. This time scrambles left side, has a man open, and was the catch made? I don't think so. It was Adama that tried to come up with it at the 31-yard line. Ball was thrown a little high. Couldn't come up with it.
That's great improvisation from the quarterback, who wasn't going to be able to scramble on that play, and the defender had a decision to make, and as he came towards Godwin, that left Adama open but couldn't deliver.
So it's 3rd down, 13. They need to go from the 44-yard line of Coweta down to the 31.
And look at Coweta's defense here. 3 down linemen, 2 linebackers. Everybody else dropped back in a dime coverage.
Godwin, straight drop back. Looks, throws right side, incomplete. Thrown wide of the intended receiver, Jalen Sweet.
I think Dell City is really going to have to think about this on these 3rd down and 4th down and long. The way they're being defended, it's just not smart to throw the ball right over the middle of the field. There's too many defenders back there.
3 or 4 guys back there that, could have caught that pass if it was thrown a little higher.
If they're going to line up in that kind of defense, you could perhaps shift into a situation where we put a couple backs in the backfield and then go right at the off-tackle play.
So Mason Ford, Justice Grammer deep to receive this putt from Stanley Johnson. Johnson puts a foot into it. Ball will hit just outside the 5-yard line. Dell City tries to down it, but I don't think that they did, as they got control of it right as it crossed the goal line, and it'll be a touchback. Ball will come out to the 20-yard line.
It looked like one of your wedge shots. It had a little spin. It had a little backspin on it.
Maybe one of your wedge shots. Mine,
No.
I don't know if mine spin that way. It did look like one of my wedge shots. It bounced forward about 4 yards.
My
But anyway.
wedge shot is a laser, Craig. It's just a skull usually. Doesn't get very high off the ground.
So, Coweta will take over at their own 20-yard line. 3:59, just under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. We're tied at 7. Dell City got on the board in the first quarter. Coweta tied it in the second quarter. Coweta undefeated, ranked number 1 in Class 5A. Dell City ranked number 3 in Class 5A. Only a 1-point loss to McAllister in overtime, the only blemish on the Eagles schedule. So the Tigers take over at their own 20. This time tied in on the right side, and they'll hand up the middle, Lolo Bell, and he's going to be hit and dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Might have gained a yard.
This has just been an extremely conservative approach by Coweta. A lot of quarterback run game. A really good job by Coweta to go find Tim Harper, who had coached his entire career in Arkansas. And has done a fantastic job with this program.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9. And the hand straight up the middle. Quarterback carrying up the middle. And that's McKylan Starks, quarterback across the 25-yard line. They're going to spot it really upfield from the 26, so it's going to be 3rd down, a long 3.
Just check out and see how many Dell City players are in that tackle box. They got a lot of guys in there.
Starks this time handing up the middle, and
Nothing.
no room. And stuffed right at the line of scrimmage was William Mason. So it's going to be 4th down. They're going to have to kick it away. And Adama goes deep to receive for Dell City as the clock continues to move. About 2.5 minutes to go in the third. We're tied at 7. And checking in is Parker Stevens to punt it away.
Dell City really has had the field position advantage here.
That's Nathan Maladon to punt it away. Fair catch taken by Adama at his own 34-yard line. So some pretty good field position, Mark.
Yeah, and I would say total yardage is probably in favor of Dell City just a little bit in this, but Coweta's offense has gone extremely conservative after the opening fumble here in the second half.
And again, a Coweta team that has put up points in bunches this year. 72 in their last game against Glenpool, 63 the week before at Memorial, 56 the week before against Sapulpa. That's the Dell City numbers I'm giving. I'm sorry. On the Coweta side of things, Coweta 62 in their last game, 58 the week before, 49 against McAllister, 55 against Sapulpa, 63 against Glenpool. But we got a low-scoring game tonight.
They've earned their 7 here, too. I mean, this has just been a defensive fistfight.
Godwin, the quarterback, drops back, has time. He's going to launch deep down the middle of the field, and the ball is overthrown. That time, the intended receiver out there, Jalen Sweet.
Isn't it interesting, Craig, how one team has a different philosophy than the other? I mean, you just see Coweta keeping it on the ground, and Dell City's trying to take shots, but Coweta has this offense really covered well. There's always a lot of defenders in the vicinity of where these passes have been thrown.
So Dell City this time, 3 split receivers right side and 2 to the left. Godwin in trouble, and he's going to be pulled down for a big loss on the play, but we've got a face mask, I think. Flag goes down, and it looked like they might have had a hold of the face mask there, Marcus.
Boy, that's a tough break for Coweta, who finally gets back there and is able to wrestle Godwin down.
Wow, and that's a case where obviously you never mean to do that on purpose, but they didn't need it that time because there were 2 or 3 people there. He had nowhere to go.
Such a costly penalty. This is really, in effect, a 30-yard penalty where you had them in a situation to be 3rd down and 20, and you give up the 1st down and move the chains.
Yeah, they had him back at the 25-yard line at the Del City 25. And after the walk-off, he'll bring it up to the 40-yard line.
That's weird. Is that a spot infraction?
What's that?
I think that would go. I was going to say, that's not a spot infraction, I would
Well,
think.
they did it from the spot,
Yeah.
though. And in high school, it's not an automatic first down, I guess. It's 2nd down and 5 here. Hand up the middle, and it's going to be a loss on the play this time for the running back. And that is Adama in the game at running back, and they're going to spot him with a yard loss back to the 39-yard line. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for Del City. Clock continuing to run. We're under 2 minutes to go in the third. Clock running down close to 1:30 to go in the third. Tied at 7 from Calcasieu Stadium. Del City, 3rd down and 6. Starks has a man wide open down the left side. Overthrown.
Wow.
Incomplete for Adama on the wheel route. And he was wide open, Marcus.
He was wide open. That was a play that they really had dialed up.
Ball was thrown a little high and wide, but Braylon Adama was wide open down the left sideline. He would have walked into the end zone for the touchdown. But as it is, it's 4th down and 6 from their own 39-yard line. Del City will have to kick it away. 1:27 to go in the third. And in is Stanley Johnson to kick it away. On the far side, you got Mason Ford. And here's the punt. Fair catch being called for and taken by Justice Grammer as he had to go to his knees and fumbled it momentarily, but came up with it at his own 31-yard line. So Coweta takes over at their own 31. 1:20 to go in the third. We're tied at 7.
Yeah, that was a risky decision to come up and try to field that punt. But, man, you got to think that Del City would like to have that wheel route to Adama back, because there just hasn't been much to throw to in the secondary. The Coweta Tigers have done a great job covering up the passing game, but that one was there for a big gain.
Yeah, Adama coming out of the backfield. Braylon Adama, who averages 73 yards a game on the ground, but this time he slipped out, was wide open, and that one overthrown. So we're tied at 7. Coweta takes over at their own 31-yard line. 1:20 to go in the third. And a straight handoff up the middle. William Mason crosses the 30, gets out to about the 34-yard line. So a gain of 3 on the play. As Coweta working with running backs on either side of Nikylan Starks, the quarterback. Starks this time fakes a handoff, rolls around the left side, has running room 40, 45. Close to the midfield stripe, he'll easily have the first down. They're going to mark him out at about the 48-yard line.
Well, that's the best play that Coweta's had here in the second half. That's a big, big run, and he jumped over a bench as he got to the sideline. He's got to be pretty slick over there near the track, but big gain.
So they mark him at the Coweta 48-yard line. Clock stop, 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here's a handoff straight ahead, and it's Lolo Bell. Lolo Bell crosses the 50-yard line, gets down to about the 46-yard line of Del City. Gain of about 5 or 6. They'll spot it maybe back at the 47. So gain of 5 on the play, 2nd down 5.
You got to wonder how Lolo Bell got the nickname Lolo.
Junior running back averages about 87 yards a game. And this time they'll hand it to Mason around the right side, 40, 35, 30-yard line. Inside the 30-yard line goes William Mason. So Coweta on the move.
And they're having some success with different formations. Putting 2 backs in the backfield, we haven't seen that. And a little nice fake by Starks to get it to Mason, and he found some running room out there where there weren't a whole bunch of black shirts in there causing havoc that have done so much all night tonight.
They will mark it at the 28 of Del City. Clock stops, 16 seconds to go in the third. We're tied at 7, but Coweta on the move. Again, the 2 running backs set, and they'll hand to Mason again. Mason around the left side, cuts back up the middle, will get inside the 20, close to a first down at the 19-yard line.
And Mason really is running hard. Del City came with a blitz off the edge, the corner blitz, and it did not get there.
And
was
it
able
looks
to
like
avoid that defender.
Yeah, time will run out in the third quarter before they can get the ball snapped. So they'll have a 2nd and short as we start the fourth quarter, but Coweta on the move inside the Del City 20.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter about underway. Coweta has moved the football inside the 20-yard line of Del City with the best drive that they've had here in the second half, really for either team.
Doing it on the ground, Marcus, and they're going to have second and a very short here to start the fourth quarter. We're tied at 7. Del City took the 7-0 lead in the first quarter. The Tigers tied it with a touchdown in the second quarter. Scoreless third quarter, but Coweta on the move, as we said, at the Del City 19-yard line, second and short as we start the fourth quarter. Again, they go with running backs either side of Starks. This time they'll hand it Lolo Bell, straight up the middle, still running hard, down to close to the 15-yard line. Probably spot him just between the 15 and 16, first down.
Well, and you wonder if they are getting a little tired.
And this time they fake the handoff and going to be hit and dropped for a loss on the play as the quarterback, Nikylan Starks.
This has just been a hard-fought battle up front, and the Coweta offensive line is having a little bit more success. That play, penetration from the defense, and perhaps the wrong decision to try to keep that football rather than hand it off, has cost the Tigers a couple yards.
So a loss of a couple back to the 14-yard line. Second down, about 12. Starks drops back, fade route, right side, going to be overthrown out of bounds. That ball intended for Mason Ford. Like we said, Mason Ford, the touchdown maker, over 60 touchdowns in his career. They tried to go to him on the fade.
And nothing there, and the ball was thrown in the right spot. You know, you don't want to throw that up into where it could be potentially picked off. It was either going to be Mason Ford that got that or no one.
So this time Ford lined up on the left side along with Justice Grammer. And they have a tight end on the right side, 2 running back set. This time, a little toss on the right side. It's going to be dropped. Tried to throw it to Lolo Bell coming out of the backfield. And it goes incomplete. And so now it's going to be fourth down. And checking into the game, Marcus Parker Stevens.
And they didn't hesitate. He's been over there working in the net. This is going to be a 31-yard field goal. And even more important is getting the snap and the hold here in this type of weather.
3 field goals on the year, but he averages 6.3 points a game just because they score so many touchdowns. This will be an attempt of over 30 yards from the right hash mark. Ball spotted just outside the 20. Snap is back, down, the kick is up, and it is good.
That was a doink.
Did it catch the upright?
Yes, it did. It caught the left upright, and it caromed back through the field goal, and you could hear the eruption over there on the sidelines.
On the Coweta side,
yeah.
I think they might have had a better view than
there was a gasp, and then they erupted with joy. But, yeah, that was a strong kick, but it hit the upright and bounced back in.
So a 30-yard field goal for Parker Stevens. That comes with 11:07 to go in the game, and Coweta's on top, 10-7.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
You didn't like my total at 20.
No, I like I said, I thought I was about to be proven correct, but They get held to 3 there, but Coweta does take the lead, 10-7.
I don't think we've seen the last score in this game. I really don't. I mean, I think somebody will be able to have some success here, especially as it gets, later in the contest. We may see teams take a little bit more of a chance on what they've done so far.
Parker Stevens puts the foot into it. Del City will return this one from their own 5-yard line. 10, 15-yard line. Leaping is Adama across the 20-yard line out to about the 23-yard line. Goes Braylon Adama for Del City. So the Eagles trail for the first time tonight. They scored first in the first quarter of this game. Coweta tied it in the second quarter, scoreless third quarter, and now the Coweta Tigers have taken the lead on a 30-yard field goal with just over 11 minutes to go in the game, 11:07 when they kicked the field goal. Right now we have 11:02 to go in the game, and Del City will start from their own 23.
Shot a quick text to Jeff the ref, Jeff Murray, whose squad had the Putnam West U.S. Grant game last night, and he is hobnobbing with the big wigs, Coach Switzer at the Proton Center Gala tonight. He said that the face mask is a spot foul.
Okay. 3 split receivers, left side, shotgun, hand up the middle, no running room whatsoever as the middle linebacker, Luke Maladon, was in there. Maladon averages almost 10 tackles a game, Marcus, and he's in there to stuff that one for about a yard loss.
These big guys up front really do so much work for this Coweta defense. It allows the linebackers and the safeties to really run free, and there's just been no running room up the middle.
Godwin out of the shotgun, drops back, has time. Now he's going to scramble right side. Now he's going to be thrown down, slung down for a loss by big Wyatt Holmes, 3-year starter at defensive tackle, and he slung him down back at, they're going to mark it at the 16-yard line, between the 15 and 16, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 17 to go.
That was some hostility from Wyatt Holmes. Craig, he did a good job because he had kind of a bull rush going, then he got stopped, then made a swim move to the outside, and that was just nasty what he did to Kalen Godwin.
So 3rd and long, Del City's going to have to move from their 16 out to the 33. 3rd and 17, clock running with under 10 minutes to go in the game. Eagles down by 3, but they need 17 yards to keep this football. Snap back, Godwin looks, throws it short, and it's going to be a tackle there. Nice tackle by, again, the middle linebacker. Luke Maladon has him after a short gain. Ball's going to be spotted short of the 20-yard line. The Eagles are going to have to kick it away.
That was a perfect form tackle, a really, really good play by Maladon. We've called his name a bunch tonight. I think he's been extremely successful out there. And you start to worry about Del City's confidence a little bit here. The Coweta's crowd is really getting into the ball game, fired up. The momentum certainly wearing white right now.
Mason Ford, Justice Grammer back to receive this Stanley Johnson kick. Snap is back to Johnson, puts the left foot into it, and it's going to be a fair catch taking by Justice Grammer, and Grammer takes it at about his own 42-yard line. So great field position for Coweta. They have a 10-7 lead, and they have the football back with just over 9 minutes to go in this game.
You're going to see them really, I think, attempt to work some clock here. 3-point lead is certainly not enough just to think that this game is in our control. But I think Coweta's starting to gain a little bit of leverage on the line of scrimmage on either side of the ball.
So from their own 42-yard line, after that punt from Stanley Johnson, Tigers on their last drive moved it right down the field, running the football, and they went from that shotgun set with a running back on either side, and they'll stay right in that same set as they work from their own 42-yard line. This time,
oh, wow.
Hand off to Lolo Bell, and Lolo Bell has a very short gain. Maybe picked up a yard or two, and that's about it.
Well, he was going forward, and then all of a sudden he met up with Raven Swindle, and then he went backwards.
Raven goes, 6'3", 276?
Yeah, it's not a good size matchup for Lolo Bell.
Gain of only a yard on the play up to the 43-yard line, but the clock continues to run. We're under 8.5 minutes to go in the game. Coweta with the ball and a 3-point lead. Hand to William Mason, and he is stuffed. And he'll be thrown for a loss back to about the 40-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Tigers.
Yeah, that was a good play design. That defense motions. There you know that they're in man, and they're trying to go to that short side of the field where the linebacker vacated. But Del City's edge was really good.
They give him up to the 41, 3rd down and 11. But, again, the clock moving. We're down to 8 minutes to go in the game. Coweta with the ball and a 10-7 lead from Coweta Stadium in Del City.
Let's get behind our defense. Let's make some noise for your Eagle D.
So this time they're going to spread it out a little bit. Have the tight end on the left side, but 3 split receivers right side, 1 to the left this time for Coweta on 3rd down and long. Still looking to the sideline for the play. And finally they're going to take a timeout with 7:33 to go in the game. Coweta leads it by a score of 10-7. We'll face a 3rd and long when we come back.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
7:33 left. Coweta wanted to talk things over here, facing a 3rd down and 11.
They'll have it from their own 41-yard line. Steady rain continues to fall here at Coweta Stadium in Del City. Del City needs to get a stop here to get the ball back. 7:33 to go. Coweta from their own 41-yard line. Starks is back. Now he's going to scramble right side. Looks, throws deep down the right side, and the ball is caught. 35-yard line down to the 30-yard line. What a catch on the play, and that was Mason Ford.
Well, I think that just tells you a little bit about his big play ability, Craig. I don't know how he caught that. That ball was thrown in a really tight window, coverage draped all over him, and he just went up to pull that in. That's, I think, the biggest play of the game so far tonight.
Heck of a catch by Mason Ford. 5'10", 170, but this guy is a playmaker. We've said it, over 60 touchdowns in his career. He is a big playmaker on both sides of the ball for them, and like you said, play of the game right there gives them a 1st down at the Del City 30-yard line. 1st down Coweta with under 7 minutes to go in the game. And they'll hand straight up the middle, but now cutting outside is Lolo Bell, 25, 20-yard line. Inside the 20, he'll have the 1st down.
And I think really the momentum is starting to shift to Coweta here. Starting to have some success, starting to gain some confidence. Del City has fought so hard all night. Defense is starting to give up a few yards.
That was Lolo Bell, handoff, and really the play was called just to go in the left side of the line, but he saw an opening to the outside. Picks up the 1st down all the way down to the 20-yard line. Clock running, 6:50 to go in the game. Hand straight up the middle. And this one will go for over 5 yards inside the 15, maybe down to the 14-yard line. Starks, the quarterback.
You got some interesting things going on in Class 5A, as we mentioned earlier. Sapulpa has a lead over McAllister, 21-14 in the 3rd quarter. So that could really throw this district into chaos. And with the McAllister loss, could leave Del City in a pretty good position to remain in 2nd place in the district, which would force them or allow them to stay at home for the 1st round.
Starks has a shotgun. Straight run around the left side. He ducks it in. Gets down to maybe the 12-yard line. Needed the 10 for the 1st down. It's going to be a 3rd down and short. But the clock continues to run. We're under 6 minutes to go in the game. Coweta with the football and the 3-point lead.
Well, you'd be awfully nervous if you had to settle for a field goal here if you're Coweta. Just to really take over the momentum here in the 4th quarter and leave the door open there for a Del City drive.
3rd and short for the Tigers. They're going to hand to the big man Mason, and he pounds it down close to the 10-yard line. That's where he needed to go for the 1st down.
Craig,
and they're going to mark it short.
Going to go for this? I think their plan is to go for it.
I say less than a yard. Yeah, you got to go for it. Yeah, if you don't, I mean, Del City's still, 90 yards away from scoring a touchdown and a long way from a possible field goal. When, I don't know, under a yard, I got to go.
You know, we talk all the time about analytics in sports, and we criticize them here. And really, analytics is just basically situational math on this. It's 4th down and 1. And, the chance to try to potentially put this game away, I think the analytics tell you that this is a spot where you do go for it.
I thought maybe he got a bad spot there, Marcus. I don't know. I haven't seen the replay, but it looked to me just live like he was down close to the 10-yard line in this spot. Now, let's see where he puts the ball down here, but it was looking like it was closer to the 11-yard line.
I don't even see the ball.
Well, he's holding it, the official holding it at his waist, trying to keep it as dry as possible until the teams get back out there for the snap. But I thought initially it was going to be maybe under a foot to go. I thought he might have had the first down. But they're going to mark it at least a half yard short, and we'll see when he puts the ball down. They marked it back at the 11 mark.
Yeah.
All the way. I mean, it's a full yard to go.
All right, Eagles fans, it's 4th down. Get up, get low.
All right, here we go. Tight formation for the Tigers. Snap back, straight ahead, first down. They just snapped it back to Lolo Bell, the tailback that time. And no, I'm sorry. It was Starks. It was the quarterback Starks. I'm sorry. I thought it was 5 instead of 6. But Starks just took the snap straight ahead, and they'll give him the first down.
The explosion huddle got right up to the line, and it really looked like he got a lot further than that, right?
Yeah,
another
I thought
rough spot.
Yeah, I thought he got inside the 9-yard line there. Anyway, it's first and goal. Coweta, and the clock running. 5 minutes to go in the game. Coweta with a 10-7 lead. Starks again working out of the gun. They're going to let the play clock run down, as they should. Hand to Lolo Bell, this time straight up the middle. Lolo will be stopped at about the 7. Gain of a couple on the play. But again, time on the side of Coweta.
You might opt to make a little different decision here based on down and distance if they are able to get a stop and on 4th down. But, man, after, again, keep referencing the McAllister game here, we had lead changes in the final 2 minutes. Final minute and 40 seconds had a ton of points scored, so we're a long way from the conclusion right now.
Here's the give to Lolo Bell, and this time he's going to be stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Might have even lost a half a yard on the play. And do we have a timeout taken by the Eagles? Timeout, Del City. Was that timeout taken by Coweta?
Yeah, Coweta took the timeout. It was an interesting choice.
That is interesting to me. I mean, I would think that they would let the clock run, even if they were talking about a timeout. No matter what happens, you want Del City to have less time here. But timeout on the field, Marcus. 4:15 to go.
Yeah, and I think again, we saw a timeout earlier in the first half when they were trying to think about maybe field goal or go for it on 4th down, and they came up with one of the better plays we've seen in the game tonight, throwing a little screen pass to the running back Mason. So here, want to make sure that they've got the right play called on 3rd down and 9.
Coweta ranked number 1 in Class 5A, undefeated on the season. They've only been tested one time by Wagner the second week of the season. They defeated Carl Albert by 30 in the season opener, 44-14. They also have defeated McAllister 49-0. McAllister, the only team to beat Del City. They won that one by 1 point in overtime. So Coweta with a 10-7 advantage. And they face a 3rd down, goal to go from the 7-yard line. Really ball spotted almost back at the 8-yard line.
Watch for Ford in the slot.
Starks rolling right side. Now he throws over the middle, and the ball is tipped up in the air, intercepted by Del City, and it'll be a touchback. Ball will come out to the 20-yard line.
Wow, what a play, Craig. That ball just bounced around, and it looked like Coweta was going to pull it down for the touchdown. It pops up in the air, and I'm not sure there weren't a couple people that had their hands on it.
Was made in the end zone and went down, so the Eagles will get it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
But that's a big play, and I think that's exactly what Coweta wanted to avoid.
No, you're right, Marcus. Yeah, at least get 3 out of that. At the very least, get 3. And the shame of it is the man was open, and it went out right off the receiver's hands. tipped around, and Del City comes up with it. So the Eagles have the ball back. 4:08 to go in the game. They're down 10-7. They'll have it at their own 20. So to Kalen Godwin, brings him out. Adama in at the tailback spot. Del City moves from their own 20-yard line, down 10-7. 4:08 to go in the game. Godwin, straight drop back. He looks, he throws deep down the middle, has a man wide open. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, inside the 20-yard line on the play. That is Kenigel Thomas with the catch.
Well, they lost Kenigel Thomas. He was running all alone in the secondary, and what a strike that Godwin threw to him, and momentum has just switched with the blink of an eye to Del City.
Del City inside the 20-yard line of Coweta. Handoff straight ahead and stuffed at the line of scrimmage this time is Braylon Adama. Clock running, 3:40 to go in the game. Coweta leading 10-7, but Del City on the move.
What a play. That was great hustle to catch up with.
Adama shaking up. I thought he was going to come out of the game, but he stays in the game. Omar Brown checking out of the game. Brown had the Del City touchdown earlier. So Adama stays in the game. Godwin will work out of the shotgun on 2nd and long. He fakes a handoff, runs it straight ahead, has a lot of running room. Inside the 15, down close to the 11-yard line. Going to be short of the first down. Had to get inside the 10 for the first down. They're going to spot it just outside the 10-yard line. 3rd down and a short 2 here.
That was a heck of a run.
2:50 to go in the game. Del City down 10-7, but they have the ball at the 11-yard line of Coweta.
Personnel. Big package coming into the lineup here. Diamond formation.
Double tight end set, and we have a timeout taken, this time by Del City.
Timeout on the field called by the Eagles. That's their 2nd and a half.
It's a big break for, I'd say, for Coweta there, for Del City to have to use a timeout. They get that big personnel on the field, and there really wasn't an adjustment by Coweta. And as we said, these teams have kind of burned through their timeouts, and only one left for Del City right here. And this game's coming down to some big decisions here. If you don't get it on 3rd down, I think you got to go for the field goal, but it would awfully tempting to try to get the first down on a 4th and short, 3rd and short.
Well, the big play of the game, the long pass to Kenigel Thomas, has set up Del City in great position to try to win this ball game. 2:28 to go in the game. Coweta leading by a score of 10-7, but Del City knocking on the door. They have a 3rd and short. Ball spotted at about the 11-yard line of Coweta. They need to get just inside the 10 for the first down. 3rd and a short 2. Ball spotted right at the 11. They have the power set. Tight end to either side. 2 running backs along with the quarterback, Godwin. Godwin will run it around the right side. He leans in. He'll have the first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Eagles.
Power football right off the tackle. He didn't get much, but he did get just enough to set him up on 1st and goal from the 9.
2:23 to go. Clock stop. Del City with the ball. They're down by 3. Coweta leads at 10-7, but Del City with the 1st and goal. And they'll spot the ball at the 9-yard line of the Coweta Tigers. Godwin, the quarterback, has Adama to his right. He will fake the handoff to Adama, run straight into the line. He's going to be stuffed for about no gain.
That defensive front still out there fighting hard for Coweta. They have played a lot of football tonight.
Wyatt Holmes, big number 77, 6'3", 265. He helped stuff that one right at the line. Clock still running. Inside 1:45 to go. 1:45 and counting. 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line for the Del City Eagles. Burris wide to the left side. Godwin working out of the shotgun. Hand sweep to Adama around the left side. Leaps over a man, gets down, and a flag goes down. A couple of flags go down on the play.
You should not – I don't think you're allowed to hurdle, and it could be that. And he has jumped. This is the second time he's done it tonight, so let's see what the officials decide to call here.
Flag came from the far side and also from the end zone. Clock stopped, 1:16 to go in the game.
Says a lot about Adama's guts and his athletic ability.
Now they're waving off the flag.
The referees are waving off the penalty. That'll make it.
So Adama went down. They're going to spot it at the 9-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line. 1:16 to go in the game. Del City down by 3. A field goal would tie it. A touchdown would give them the lead. And a timeout, they're going to talk about it. Timeout, Eagles with 1:08 to go, Mark.
Well, that's all she wrote for the timeouts. Rarely do you see a flag waved off when two officials throw the flag. There were two different officials, and I'm not sure, again, what the stipulation is to determine if it is hurdling or if it's not. We need Jeff the ref here tonight.
I wonder, the guy was, it looked like the player that he hurdled was down on the field. I wonder, is it against the rules to hurdle a guy that's standing up, but it's okay if a guy's down, on his knees or, on the field? I don't know.
It probably shouldn't be. Normally I think that obviously is for player safety and protection, but, usually that's going to take care of yourself. If you get up in the air and somebody comes and knocks the daylights out of you, you're not going to do it very often. But, man, Adama is so athletic.
Okay, again here, Mark. They're in very good position. They got a good field goal kicker in Stanley Johnson. So you don't want to go too crazy here from the 9-yard line, right?
No, you do not.
3rd and goal from the 9, 1:08 to go in the game. Del City with the ball, but they trail by 3. 3rd and goal from the Coweta 9-yard line. Godwin brings him out. Adama set to his right. Godwin drops back, looks for Adama right side, and he is hit right as the ball arrives. It goes incomplete at the 5-yard line. But a heck of a hit on the part of the Coweta Tigers as Adama had no chance. Right when the ball arrived, he was upended at the 5-yard line.
What a great physical play there, man. That was this. The one thing that stands out to me about Coweta tonight is this Del City team is so athletic, and Coweta is going toe-to-toe there, but their toughness, Coweta's toughness is just off the charts.
So here we go. Stanley Johnson checking into the game, the left-footed kicker. Ball's going to be spotted just outside the 15. It'll be a 25-yard attempt with 1:03 to go. Ball is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. We're tied at 10 with 59 seconds to go.
Oh, I got a feeling. I think we're going to overtime. Last time we were here 3 weeks ago, overtime as well. And, man, this has just been a slugfest tonight. You put these two teams on the 10-yard line. Wow.
So Stanley Johnson with the field goal to tie it up with 59 seconds to go.
The big play on that drive was the very first after the interception, the long pass from DeKalen Godwin right down the right sideline to Nigel Thomas, who is one of the faster players, if not the fastest player on the field. And that set Del City up for the tying field goal.
With 59 seconds to go in this game. And again, if you're Coweta, you don't want to do anything too crazy here and give the ball up deep in your own territory. Anything that would lose the game in regulation. But they have some playmakers back there with a lot of speed, and we've seen what Mason Ford can do. Also, Justice Grammer back there, the senior flanker, also has a lot of speed. But we'll see if Johnson can put this into the end zone. Again, steady rain has fallen all night here at Cal-Sioux Stadium. 59 seconds to go. Two of the top 3 teams in the state tied at 10. Here's the kick by Johnson. And it just crossed the goal line as Grammer went back and fielded it just as the ball crossed the goal line. And in high school football, it doesn't have to hit in the end zone. If it just crosses the plane of the goal line, it's a touchback, right, Mark?
That is correct. Well, how aggressive are you going to be here if you're Coweta?
I'm not going to be all that aggressive. I mean, with rain falling from my own 20-yard line, 57 seconds to go.
No timeouts.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you just got to hope you pop a run. If you pop a run, get it out across midfield or whatever, well, then maybe you can be a little more aggressive. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I think Tim Harper's, I mean, he's a heck of a coach offensively, and I think that he's got some tricks up his sleeve, and there may be a play or two that he feels like could work, but I'm not getting too far outside the box on this. You'd hate to turn it over down here. That's really, that would end the game.
We did see Mason Ford, though, come up with the catch of the game. I mean, on the deep ball down the right side.
Well, look at Del City. I mean, they're playing, again, they like to play players close to the line.
Here we go. Starks just takes the ball, hands up the middle. They are going to be very conservative. Short gain from the 20-yard line up to maybe about the 22-yard line. That was Lolo Bell on the carry. Short gain on the play. Clock running. 40 seconds to go in the game. We're tied at 10. Starks, straight drop back. Now he is going to throw deep down the left side. Has a man, and it's off the hands of the intended receiver at the midfield stripe. And that was Kevon Robinson, the junior wide receiver who had it go off his hands at the 50.
Looked like it hit him in the helmet.
Wow.
That escalated quickly. I will bet you diamonds to donuts that this is a run play with no timeouts left, because you don't want to
give them too much time, have to punt with still over 30 seconds to go. 33 seconds to go. 3rd down and 8 from their own 22-yard line. We're tied at 10. Coweta with the football at their own 22, and they will hand straight into the middle, as you said, Marcus, and it's going to be stuffed for a short gain. Clock continues to run, though, with 25 seconds to go, and nothing Del City can do about it. And it sure looks like, or would they try to snap it with a few seconds to go and throw a no?
We are
headed to overtime.
Yeah, and of course you want to win the coin toss in overtime and choose to play defense first, so you know exactly what you have to do to try to win this game. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back with that coin toss and have overtime here at Calsu Stadium.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Welcome back. Waiting coin toss here to decide who will have the first possession in overtime. Del City and McAllister went to overtime here just a few weeks back. And the same fate for Del City and Coweta tonight.
So this is not disappointed as far as being a close game, Marcus. Number 1 ranked Coweta, undefeated, 8-0 in the season. Del City, only 1 loss, 7-1 on the season. Coweta ranked number 1, 5A. Del City ranked number 3, 5A. Del City got off to the lead, 7-0 in the first quarter. Coweta tied it with a touchdown in the second quarter. Scoreless third quarter. Coweta had an early field goal early in the first minute of the fourth quarter to take the 10-7 lead, and Del City a field goal in the last minute of the fourth quarter with 59 seconds to go to tie it up, and we're tied at 10 as we head to overtime.
Well, I've seen a lot of Class 5A football this year. McGinnis and Carl Albert a couple weeks ago. This game here this evening, McAllister early, and I'd say these teams are very deserving of their rankings. Carl Albert had their quarterback, Reed DeQuazy, go out in the Coweta game. He's a big, strong, physical runner. And that's a team that's got some Division I talent on it. And I think that they're very much in the mix in this class, even though they lost to Coweta in week 1. But this Del City team also so good across the interior up front, and then explosive playmakers like we've seen tonight, where it looks like their momentum is just gone and down. And then all of a sudden you got a big play, and Godwin hits Foreman for the big pass. Or Thomas, I'm sorry.
Nigel Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas.
Oh, you're right. They have playmakers all over the place on both these teams, but they also have a lot of team speed on defense on both of these teams, right, Mark?
And physical up front. Jaden Foreman is going to Oklahoma State. I think Mike Gundy's found another gem here inside Oklahoma. I'm also impressed definitely with the defense. Aaron Carter is a big kid that's a junior that's coming back next year.
All right, so again, there's the toss of the coin.
That looked more like a medallion, Craig. That was a very large coin.
It looked to me like Coweta won the toss. They can choose whether to take the ball or not. And then Del City will choose which end they're going to play from. So let's see.
Del City's going to take the ball.
They'll go
so
first.
I think, Coweta definitely, again, I think this is a undisputable decision here. You win the coin toss, you want to know.
You want to go on defense.
Yeah, because it gives you an extra down if the offense scores. You know exactly what the task is at that point.
And I think that's what happened. Coweta won the toss. They chose to go on defense first. Del City chose to go toward the north end zone. And so that's where we are. Tied at 10. We're in overtime. And again, high school football, you go from the 10-yard line, right, Marcus?
Not the world's greatest overtime, if you ask me. Almost like to see the same rule as in college for the high schools, to go from the 25-yard line.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure to defend the goal with only 10 yards between the offense and the end zone.
And you're in field, even with high school kickers, you're in field goal range already, at the 10-yard line, unless you have a big penalty or a big loss. All right. So the Eagles will go first here in overtime. We're tied at 10 at Cal-Sioux Stadium, Del City against Coweta. DeKalen Godwin, the quarterback, leads them up, has split receivers to either side, and Braylon Adama will line up to his left. First possession of overtime. Godwin fakes the snap, rolls right side. Looking to run or pass, and he's going to be tripped up and dropped for about a yard loss on the play. And that was Mason Ford that came up to make the stop.
Mason Ford everywhere. And there was a couple of options for Godwin to throw to there, but the defense.
I'm sorry. I think it might have been Maladon.
It's hard to tell the numbers, 1 and 7. The script is just the same for both of those.
Maladon came up to make the stop.
Maladon, only a junior, but he's been all over the place tonight. He has had a great game.
All right, loss of one on the play. Second down, 11, Del City. Godwin rolling left side. He's being chased from behind. Gets away from one man, cuts back. Makes another cut at the 10, stumbles at the 5-yard line, and is finally dropped just outside the 5. And a nice tackle there by Justice Grammer. The cornerback finally got him down.
What did he run past 5, 7, 8 guys? That was an
Incredible
amazing run.
So give him the gain from the 11 down just outside the 5-yard line. Ball spotted between the 5 and 6. Third down and goal, Del City. Godwin, man in motion to the right side. He'll roll right side. Looking to throw. Throws. The ball is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown, Eagles. It was Josiah Burris that made the grab just inside the pylon on the right side.
What a catch. I don't know how that ball got through the defenders. What a pass.
Josiah Burris was the man who went in motion to the right side, right, Marcus?
Yeah.
They rolled right, hit him just inside the pylon. Now Stanley Johnson on to try the extra point. Ball is down, kick is up, and it is good. Del City back on top. They scored the first touchdown tonight. And they've scored the most recent touchdown as they take the lead in overtime, 17-10.
Well, that ball just threaded the needle. Heck of a pass from DeKalen Godwin. And we'll see what Coweta can do. And, again, by virtue of winning the coin toss, they'll have 4 downs to try to punch it into the end zone.
He found the senior flanker, Josiah Burris, for the touchdown. Godwin, who throws for over 190 yards a game, and also when you add his running yards in there, has almost 230 yards a game total offense.
I'm going to go home and have a Halls for the PA announcer tonight. My voice would be ravaged.
All right, so Dell City on top. Here we go. Coweta takes over at the 10-yard line on the north end of the field. Fake handoff up the middle, cutting around the left side of Starks to the 5, to the 4-yard line before he's tripped up by Adama and knocked out of bounds at the 4.
I don't know that we're going to be able to get out of here before tomorrow's pregame if we just ask these teams to try to score from the 10. I mean, I think that both offenses are good enough that it's going to be hard to stop.
Adama knocked him out at the 4-yard line, but it's going to be second to go from the 4 for Coweta. Down by 7 in overtime as Del City strikes first. Starks takes a handoff and had nowhere to go that time. Got it ducked inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line. It's going to be third and go.
Swindoll again making the tackle. Start to get a little nervous here. That play didn't go anywhere.
And we're going to have a timeout. Timeout taken by Coweta.
That was excellent work by the Del City defensive front, especially Swindoll. He's been really active tonight. And let's see what Tim Harper decides to come up with here.
So Del City scoring on the touchdown pass to Josiah Burris on the first possession of overtime. And now Coweta facing a third down, goal to go from the 4-yard line. Del City leads at 17-10. We are in overtime.
I think the formation where you put Mason in the game along with Lolo Bell causes enough for the Del City defensive front to have to look at that they can't just tee off on having one back in the backfield. And so I would think that formation might be something that Harper would like to go to try to spring one of those backs through.
All right, here we go. Ball spotted just inside the 5-yard line, about the 4.5-yard line. Split receivers either side, working out of the shotgun is DeKylan Starks. Now Mason goes in motion. Now the ball is thrown back. Nice play to Mason Ford. As Mason Ford lined up wide on the right side, went in motion toward the formation. Then they snapped it, and he cut right back wide open in the right flat, catches it for the touchdown.
What a play. That's impossible to defend, Craig, because Mason knows exactly what he's going to do. Mason Ford does. The defense is running at breakneck speed to try to chase after him and just reversing around wide open. What a route and what great execution.
You see why this guy has over 60 touchdowns in his career. But an excellent play call also that time. Excellent execution. But now you got to execute one more time for the extra point. Or will they go for 2 here?
I don't know what they're going to do. There's been some confusion. Play clock is starting.
We got some guys coming off the field. Let's see. I think they might be trying to win it right here.
Yep.
Here we go. Coweta will go for 2, and now we got a timeout taken by Del City.
I like it. I like it. This Del City defense has been great all night, but, man, you look at Coweta, and I don't know why you wouldn't want to try to run the same play that they just ran. That looked like it's just almost impossible to defend with his speed and quickness with Mason Ford. Or you could perhaps try to run something off of that play because the defense just saw it, might be expecting it again. So I think there's plenty of options here for Coweta to try to push this ball into the end zone.
We are in overtime. We were tied at 10 at the end of regulation. Stanley Johnson with the field goal with 59 seconds to go in regulation to tie it up for Dell City. Dell City had the ball first in overtime. They scored on the touchdown pass to Josiah Burris. And then we've just had Coweta score on a 3rd and goal play, the touchdown pass to Mason Ford. And so Coweta pulls within a point at 17-16, and now, before the timeout, they came out to line up and go for 2. And let's see.
They're going for 2.
They're still going for 2. So here we go. Starks out of the shotgun. Lolo Bell to his left. Starks dropping back. He's looking for Bell. Left side. He's got him. 2-point conversion, and Coweta wins it. 18-17 on the 2-point conversion. Lolo Bell coming out of the backfield, Mark.
What a game. And celebration erupts for Coweta, who's come on the road and come away with a fantastic win tonight over a very, very tough Dell City team. And this Eagles squad on senior night, Craig, they've lost 2 games this year, both by a single point in overtime. Unbelievable.
You got to hand it to him. As you said, Tim Harper in his 4th year there. 2 excellent calls. On the touchdown play, the one to Mason Ford where they send him in motion toward the formation, and then he backtracks toward the sideline wide open. And this one on the 2-point conversion, Starks out of the shotgun, Lolo Bell to his left, and Lolo Bell goes out into the left flat and was wide open. Both plays wide open, and credit Starks for delivering the football, but also credit Tim Harper for having the guts to go for the 2-point conversion.
And a couple of excellent calls. That pass was wide open, and so you know that you felt like you got a play that can win that game. And after this hard-hitting, physical football game tonight, that bus ride to Coweta will feel a little bit better for these guys to get the 18-17 win.
So for the second time this year, Coweta wins a close one. Then second game of the year, they won 9-7 at Wagner, like you've talked about, Marcus. Big rivalry game, tightly contested game. Then everything else has been blowouts until tonight. They trailed 7-0 in the first quarter. Dell City took the lead on the pass to Omar Brown. Coweta tied it in the second quarter, pass to William Mason. We were tied at 7 at halftime. We had no scoring in the third quarter. Coweta with the Parker Stevens field goal, 30-yard field goal with 11:07 to go in the game. But Dell City came back to tie it after the long pass to Kanigel Thomas. Set him up in scoring position. They got the Stanley Johnson field goal with 59 seconds to go in regulation. Tied at 10 at the end of regulation. Dell City had the ball first. In overtime, they scored on the touchdown pass to Burris, to Josiah Burris. They kicked the extra point to take the 17-10 lead, and then Coweta gets the touchdown on the pass to Mason Ford to close within 17-16. They decide to end it right now, and they go for 2 and score on the 2-point conversion. The pass to Lolo Bell from Nikylan Starks, and Coweta walks off with an 18-17 victory.
Well, and this is just amazing, is that you talk about Dell City, they're going to finish the season more than likely at 8-2 with 2 losses by 1 point, but that is going to send them on the road in the first round of the playoffs, and most likely to Collinsville, who's the defending Class 5A state champions, and that is no bargain for Collinsville, let me tell you, to see this Dell City team in the first round, and we'll have fantastic matchups in the second round of the Class 5A playoffs of some games that will just be incredible. It could be potentially a second-round matchup between Midwest City and Dell City at Rose Field if the bracket holds the way that we would think it should. Midwest City and Elgin will play next week to decide the district championship there. But, wow, what a night of football.
Marcus, I really appreciate you giving me this opportunity tonight. This has been a lot of fun.
I enjoyed it. You're the best. I enjoy working with you. It seems like we just picked up where we left off about 10 years ago. So it was fun tonight, and it was great. So I want to thank you. I want to thank our Squirtle crew here tonight. And that'll wrap it up from Cal-Sioux Stadium. Big win for Coweta. Heartbreaking loss for Dell City tonight. 18-17 the final. The Tigers over the Eagles.